Hello, troops. I'm back. It's episode 21. Apologies for anyone who listens regularly that has been waiting for an episode. It's been a few weeks. I've just been so busy. There's been a lot happening. We moved studios into the new studio, Elite Point 2, and it's been epic. It's been so good. Loving the new place, but yeah, obviously just getting settled in with that has been busy. I've taken on some new clients. I'm just jam packed with clients, which is amazing. So many people working so hard towards their goals. I've never been as busy as I am at the moment. I'm pretty much, well, I'm almost full in terms of spaces. But yeah, loving it a lot. So that's good. And obviously, training for my first half Ironman. And holy shit, it's been tough. It's just like it's just life is fucking non-stop. It's literally morning clients, afternoons training, paperwork, and then clients again through the evening, and then home, eat, prep, and then it's bedtime to recover for the next day. I'm absolutely loving training as always. It's definitely by far the biggest challenge I've had in my life. It's very time consuming, but that's just obviously the way it has to be with what I'm trying to achieve and how I'm trying to do it with my cardio for my Ironman and also still trying to do my weights. But yeah, some things I've had to take a bit of a back seat, and unfortunately the podcast was one of them. Something had to give, and it's just taken a wee bit of a back seat, but I'm back. I'm on it. We are here. We are doing it. I've got a little San Miguel 0%. It's Wednesday night, 10 p.m. in from a long day. But I said to myself, gotta get this done today. I want to get it done today. There's been people asking where the episodes are. I have to provide. So, just going to talk about something that gets brought up a lot. Mostly with clients. Talking to clients and them telling me about how they're feeling about stuff, and it's basically about having a goal, one goal at a time, putting everything into that goal to achieve it, and then moving on to the next one. What tends to happen is people can get right into training, which is obviously what I want from my clients. I want my clients to get just totally into it so that they are absolutely loving it. But what then happens is they start to see other possibilities of things that they potentially would want to achieve, and that's great. However, in my opinion, the first goal that people set out to achieve, which in my case and the people that I train tends to be fat loss, getting into amazing shape, getting healthiest and fittest they've ever been in their life, and building up confidence and looking a way that they could only dream of before. In my opinion, that goal should get all their focus. They need to put everything into that goal and then move on to the next one, because getting into the best shape of your life is not easy. And you want to give your all to that goal to get the best result possible. The typical one that I see a lot, and what I hear a lot from clients, is that trying to combine two goals is fat loss and strength or performance. which I totally understand, and I've been there myself, but they're totally different, and they're not going to be done optimally at the same time. So what tends to happen is a client will come in for fat loss, for getting into great shape, for looking better, for being more confident within themselves, for fitting into new clothes, for getting ready for their wedding, getting ready for a big life event, or just that they've decided that now is the time to get fit and healthy, which is obviously awesome. So to get into that, start getting into the diet, getting into the training, and obviously for fat loss, I get my clients on the weight training. So what tends to happen is the client starts to build up their strength and starts to lift weights, and obviously what tends to happen is those weights will start going up and they'll start enjoying lifting heavy. But there will come a point where the strength gains will kind of stop and the lifting gets a lot harder, and it's harder to up the weights, and that's when the problems occur, because clients can start getting down on themselves, frustrated, and feel like they're not progressing because they feel that they're not gaining more strength at this point. But fat loss and aesthetics, as I said, totally different to strength and performance. One of the main things really is nutrition. Nutritionally, to lose fat, you need to be eating in a calorie deficit. To gain optimal strength and performance, you need to be eating in a calorie surplus. Calorie surplus being eating more calories than what you expend, therefore having more energy and being able to perform better. To lose fat, you need to be in a calorie deficit, eating less fat than what you burn. Therefore, there can be many side effects of that. Fueling and recovering for training, for one. So when you're eating for fat loss, you're not giving the body the energy and the food that it would optimally require to perform at the best of your ability. So fueling for training sometimes might take a hit if your calories are lower and you are saving calories for a bigger dinner. You're going to be going into the gym not totally fueled up, or the opposite, you might fuel up for training and then your meals after training might be lower in calorie, and then your recovery will take a hit. And that, as I say, that's totally different for if you are going in to get strength gains and lift as heavy as you possibly can. You want to be fueling up for that. You want to be making sure that you are going into the gym feeling full, feeling good to go, full of energy, and then totally recovering from that. Basically, well, you know what I'm trying to do now with lifting weights and training for my Ironman, if I'm not eating in a calorie surplus to fuel that and recover for that, there's no chance in hell I'm going to succeed at doing that. If I was trying to diet at the same time, it just wouldn't be possible. Because dieting will lead to being tired and depleted at points. And there'll be times when you are dieting and trying to lose body fat and you will really struggle in the gym and you'll feel that you have no strength. Your weights will actually maybe go down than what you've done previously. Sometimes you won't even want to train just because you're a bit tired, you're hungry. But unfortunately, that is just kind of part and parcel of dieting and getting lean. That's going to happen. And as I say, clients can get really, really frustrated and really kind of down on themselves and think that they are doing something wrong or that they're not progressing because they go for a bench press and they can't lift what they lifted the previous week and they have to go down a weight, or their deadlift number hasn't went up in weeks, or their squat hasn't went up, or it's, as I say, even gone down. And when you're into a diet, that's going to happen. Like, it doesn't mean, if your goal is fat loss, it doesn't mean you're not progressing, because that's not what you're going for. You're not setting out to hit personal bests and all your big lifts and constantly lift heavier every single time you go into the gym, because that's not what you set out to do. You set out to lose body fat, and you're dieting for that, and you're training for that, so you're doing higher rep stuff. And as long as you're training to your capabilities and you're not taking things too easy, then that's the main thing, and you need to focus on that. Whereas dieting for strength and performance, you eat in a calorie surplus and your strength levels will go up. You'll be able to lift better, you'll be able to perform better, but that will take a hit on your body fat levels and how you look. So if your main goal is fat loss, you can't do that. You cannot just eat whatever you want so that you can go in and have a personal best on a squat, because that's going against what you set out to achieve for your fat loss. So yeah, if your main goal is getting leaner, losing body fat, don't be upset, struggling or getting stronger. It's just something that's going to happen. As I say, as long as you are continuing to push yourself in the gym, try your hardest, and you're not taking things easy, you're not doing anything wrong. If you're new to training and you haven't lifted before, you will see progress in both for a while. You will see fat coming off, you will see muscle gain, and you will see strength gains all in the one. But there will come a time where the strength gains will stop, and that's okay. Because you've not set out to be a power lifter. You've not set out to you didn't go to a personal trainer and say that your goal was to squat 100 kilos in 3 months. You went to a personal trainer and told them that you wanted to look better and that you wanted to be more confident, and weight training is a part of that, but your numbers in that weight training and your strength is not the main priority. So if you started off training for fat loss, do it. Give it everything you have. Diet properly. Be consistent. Be active. Train like fuck. But hit your goal and see it through, and then you can change your priorities and change your diet and work on your performance, or trying to get bigger or gains, because who doesn't want gains? But yeah, see off your first goal first, and then move on to the next one. It's the same with like running and triathlons and stuff. The training and diet is so different for what you're trying to do when you're going for fat loss, because again, if you are dieting and you're trying to go out big long runs and you're not fueling up properly, the run's going to suck. You're not going to be able to run properly. I've tried it. I have tried dieting to get really lean and train for a triathlon at the same time, and it is not fucking easy. It was hard, and I wasn't optimizing either of them. I wasn't optimizing my fat loss because I was doing all this training in triathlon, and it made me starving and wasn't following my diet properly. I didn't really know exactly how much I should have been eating before, during, and after the training, and still trying to stay on track with my fat loss. And you're just not going to be optimizing either. Whereas what I'm doing at the moment is I'm optimizing my performance for my triathlon by not bothering about my body weight, in regards to I'm not trying to get leaner or anything like that. I try and stay in good shape, but I'm not trying to lose weight or get leaner, so I can eat for my training and make sure that I'm training as hard as I can. And it's great when someone gets into training and gets really motivated and wants to do all these things. But trust me, having that one main goal and just smashing that and then moving on to the next one is the best way to be. If you're choosing fat loss and that's what you're going for, and you decide to join in a charity 5k run or something like that, that's cool because, you can get by that with, a little bit of training, and it's probably more for fun than charity than anything else. But if you're wanting to take up running or triathlons and stuff, seriously, and do the best you can, get into great shape first, and then shift the focus onto the performance and go for it that way. It's by far going to benefit you so much more. And yeah, that's my thoughts on that. And I just want to talk about that because I do see it a lot with some of my clients and some of my friends who are talking about guys, people that I know are trying to lose weight and look better, really giving themselves a hard time because their performance in the gym isn't amazing. And it's just to make sure that you know that is okay and it's perfectly normal. And you can worry about the strength gains and the muscle gain after you're in amazing shape, because you can shift the focus on it and you can start eating more food. Okay, going to also talk about the fact that it's okay to struggle in a different sense. Obviously, I'm training for my half Ironman at the moment. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but I'm in a couple of group things on Facebook and stuff. And I remember it was last week. Yeah, last week. Somebody posted in one of the groups that I'm in that they were finding that week of training really hard and they were struggling to get motivated, and they put in the group, does anyone else struggle to get motivated sometimes? And the first reply was this guy jumping in going, no, it's either get it done or no results. I never struggle to get motivated to train because I want the results. And I was just looking, I was like, shut the fuck up, man. Fuck off. That's just not real life. That's not how it is, especially when you're training for something as brutal as an Ironman. If you're not struggling at points and you're questioning yourself, you're not questioning yourself, then there's something wrong with you. You're not human or something, because I just don't see how anyone can get through all that training and not feel like that at some point. I struggle a lot, especially when in the morning, when I wake up and I'm tired from the previous day's training and I'm sore, and I just kind of think to myself, I'm fucking got really sore legs here. How am I going to do this 10k run today? Or how am I going to do this mega long cycle today? Or if it's my weights, how am I going to get in the gym and lift these weights today? Because I'm just feeling really fucking tired and sore. But, I always get past that feeling. It doesn't last too long, and I do manage to overcome it most days. But I definitely doubt myself, and that is just it's completely normal. We can't just always be fucking killing it and fucking beast mode and this and that. There's going to be times where you fucking struggle. There's going to be times where you question yourself. And as long as you can get past that and not let it affect you for days or weeks on end, then, that's perfectly all right, It's a perfectly normal thing to struggle with training and motivation, especially when we live in a country when it's fucking raining all the time. Sometimes I just want to get outside and do my training outside, and it's pouring the rain and blowing crazy winds, and I need to go and do it in the gym, which I don't enjoy as much, but I need to do it because I've set out to achieve something and I'm going to do that. But yeah, there's always going to be times where we struggle for motivation and doubt ourselves, and again, that is completely normal. And how did I get past it? I guess I feel lucky to be able to train the way I do. It's one reason I am the way I am, because it so easily could have been different if I didn't stop drinking. Obviously, I couldn't train the way I am, and I now live a different life, and I'm fit and healthy, and I can do long distance runs, swims and cycles, all three together, and I feel lucky that I changed in time where I can spend the rest of my life enjoying exercise and being fit and healthy to do that, you know. Or if I'd done something serious to myself when I was drinking, because that's definitely something that could have happened. You know, I could be living with the consequences of that now. Luckily, it never, and I'm fit and healthy, and I can do it, and I feel grateful for that. I feel lucky to be able to do that. There's people out there who wish they could run, swim, bike, and lift weights, but they can't because life has been cruel to them, because they've been in accidents, because they were born with disabilities, and you know, I have my health, and when I'm feeling a bit sore and a bit beat up, you know, I look at the life I've been given and the opportunity I've been given, and I think to myself, you can do it. You know, you're a bit tired, you're a bit fucking sore, but you know you can do it. And I'm grateful for that, and that's what kind of gets me past that a lot of the time. So if you have good health, in my opinion, you should take advantage of that, because, you know, we're lucky. And I understand not everyone will think like that. I never used to think like that. I went through most of my adult life not thinking like that and taking everything for granted. But again, maybe this is why I'm here doing this now. This is why I am doing a podcast, to try and motivate people to get up and move, to get fitter, to get healthier, to live their life to the fullest, to realise the potential, because I've been on both sides of that. I've been the lazy fucking waster who lived for the weekend and only cared about getting pished, to now, you know, trying to live my life to the full in the way that I enjoy it, and realising the potential that I have within myself, and trying to encourage others, because this way is 100% a better way to live your life for your physical health and your mental health. But the biggest reason of all is I just look at life a different way now. Totally different. Because I had a bad thing that happened to me, you know. My dad went out to play golf at 56 years old and he never came home. And I learned the fucking hard way that life can change in an instant. Things can fucking literally crash down, and your whole world can be changed or even taken away from you at any moment. And I want to take advantage of my good health while I have it, because you never know when it might get taken away from you. And then you're going to wish you had done more when you could. So every day I wake up, it's an opportunity for me to be active, to improve on my physical fitness, to improve on my mental health, to get new experiences, push myself to limits that I never thought I could, and inspire other people to hopefully do that. And this is why I fucking enjoy doing these podcasts, because sometimes people tell me that they listen to them and it inspires them and it gives them motivation, and this is it. This is why I do it, man. Like, that's all I want from this. That's all I want. This does not make me any money. If anything, it costs me money to host the band with, to post them online. So I literally am doing these to give people some content, free content to listen to when they are bored, when they are walking, when they're sleeping, to motivate them to get up and do something, go to the gym and work out, go out a walk, go a little jog, you know, get a bike and go a cycle, get in a swimming pool and go a swim, do something you've not done before, do something you've not done in years. You never know where it might take you. You know, I went to the gym to try and keep myself out of the pub, and 6 years later, I'm living life as a personal trainer, training for an Ironman, and inspiring other people to do it. So you just never know where you're going to go. And that was a little rhyme there, wasn't it? But before I embarrass myself, I'm going to leave it there. Until next time, guys, take care. Thanks so much for listening to this. I appreciate it so much. Please tell your friends about it. Share it on Facebook. Leave a review. It means so much to me that you guys actually have this in your ears, listen to me talk right now. Any questions, email me, fire me a message. Any kind of thoughts for podcasts, let me know. I'm always looking for inspiration for stuff to talk about. If you think you know anyone epic who I should speak to on the podcast, let me know. Yeah, take care. Speak soon.